Hello everyone, it's the cooking nurse once again with another video, and in today's video we'll be making donuts. But before we start, if you're new here, you're welcome. Please feel at home and feel free to hit that subscription button so you can join the family. We upload videos weekly, and I think the notification bell would be of help if you turn it on so you don't miss on any videos. So let's get started. We'll be using dry instant yeast, a tablespoon, and well, I used a container that had some water, that's why some yeast is stuck, but I'm going to remove it with water. Then we go in with 4 tablespoons of sugar. Depending on how much donuts you're going to make, you can put in sugar as much or as little. We are using warm water, not cold water. You can replace water with milk if you want that one, but for me, I just wanted to use water this time. We are going to mix this and let it sit aside for some minutes until all the sugar is dissolved. Then we can use it to make the dough. So in the bowl, we are going to use multi-purpose flour, about 2 cups. Salt, mix it together. The reason we are putting salt directly here is because it tends to deactivate the yeast, and so it's always good if you mix it in the flour, not with the yeast in one bowl. We add in eggs one at a time and mix this together. Also, you can choose to put them at a go. So I'm going to mix this with my hands to make sure the eggs and the flour are mixed together, and I have those small lumps before I add in the yeast and sugar water. And the secret to getting the perfect result is always kneading. It's kneading until you have the softest and most smooth dough you can. If you have a mixer, well and good. If you have a dough maker, well and good. But if you're going to use your hands, it's always good to take your time and knead this mixture all together until you have a fine dough. You don't rush it. So I'll put in some oil. As usual, oil usually makes this easier to work with. It tends to help it get off your hands. It also keeps it moist, and the result always turns out perfect. You can use melted butter instead of cooking oil. It can be hard, I know, but the good thing is you can always make dough, freeze it, and you can use it another time. So you can always make in bulk or 2 batches, and you separate it and keep one part, so you don't have to do it on a daily, and it saves so much time. So I add on some flour because I don't want it to stick on the board, and I am going to continue kneading because I haven't gotten the right dough that I want. Well, I think we are there, and I am going to keep this one away because we put yeast, we really want it to activate. So we keep it in a warm place, covered well, for about an hour, minimum of an hour. You can even do this overnight if you want really light and soft donuts. The reason I'm putting on oil on top is because I don't want it to crack or get dry as it rises. So this is going to keep it moist. I cover it. After an hour, this is where we are. You can see it has increased in size. So we are going to remove this because the yeast was activated and the dough kind of rose. It has some spaces in the middle. So we have to knead again until it's all together. So I'm going to divide mine into two, and I'll keep the other half and use one half. So if you don't want this to keep on rising, you just have to throw it in the freezer, or else if you keep it in one place, it's going to keep on rising because there's yeast. So one way we have two ways of making these donuts. One is getting balls and using your finger to put some holes in the middle, or actually rolling it out and use a cup or any shapers that you have to get a shape of the donuts that you want. So we have this shape that is a bit slimmer, and I prefer them because for them when they are done, they are a bit not so hard but then firm, compared to these fluffy ones that are so soft when cooked. So we heat some oil on the pan, or if you have a deep fryer then you can use that one. On medium heat we put them there and let them fry until they are golden brown on the outside. We keep on turning them so that they don't burn. From the look of things, looks like the donuts are almost ready, and this is our first one. Well, thank you so much if you have watched up until this time. I really appreciate. Now please like this video, give it a thumbs up, share the link with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, The Cooking Nuts, and subscribe if you haven't, because I mean, subscribe guys. Thank you once again. See you soon in my next video. Bye.